Oh, for goodness sake, the doorbell right now. Okay, I'll be there in a second. Apparently my new water bottle just arrived. So we're going to be breaking that in. Right, okay. Couldn't find the normal pen knife, so I've gone and got the bathroom knife instead. How are we all doing this this Monday night? Oh no, Twitch is doing that thing where it keeps reconnecting over and over to chat.
Fine or nice? Fine or nice?
Well, it was ice a few days ago. It since has turned to sludgy muck because it rained. It had rained, I tell you. Also, as soon as I can get through this bloody packaging, I will tell you. Ooh, the rotters of trying to get a game going tonight. Ooh, the rotters. The trials and tribulations of the modern gaming industry. Just not wanting, oh, there we go, to let me have something to flip in cover. Oh god, there's more in the box than I thought there was. There's some kind of rubbery brush thing. I'm sorry about this. This is meant to just be me getting a water bottle out of the out of its packaging that's just arrived, because of course it arrived immediately as I start trying to stream. Oh, that's what you are. Oh, that's weird. What is this? Oh, it's an infusey thing. Okay, right. Now that I've finally managed to get the flipping water bottle open, I'm gonna go and fill this up, and then we'll have some water with our water. Yes. Because apparently 2 liters was not enough to hydrate my stupid ass. Because I'm constantly dehydrated and my skin is starting to fall apart. My eyes are starting to fall apart. And for some reason in my 30s, my body has decided suddenly, nope, oops, you woke up today. We're going to start desperately trying to develop eczema out of nowhere. I refuse to accept this. So I've upgraded to 4 liters of water bottle. As well as everything else. We'll see how this goes. Back in a moment. Okay. Nick Scommon says, yes, it is water. I have a friend suffering through this too. He didn't drink water all week. Well, I'm not really sure if it's the immediacy of the water drinking. Because now we're about, I want to say 2.5 weeks into my body's determination to screw me over. And I've been doing 2+ liters a day. It has ignored this and says, no, that's not enough. So we're doubling that again. Does this straw even reach down to the bottom of it? Just about. Yeah, that'll do. Worst comes to worst, it disappears. All right. Let's have some water with our water. Water everywhere. Plenty of drops to drink. Because we're going back to Abyssus. Abyssus decided to drop an update as of today with a new weapon, the harpoon gun, as you can probably tell by the title of the stream. And on top of that, there's also some kind of pokey spear thing. It's a very pokey update. Let's put it that way. I'm aware not many... Okay, hold on. How do I pause this? Okay. I'm aware not very many people of my community side really care much about Abyssus, and that's perfectly okay. Nor particularly do I. It's a game I tend to keep for myself. But let me just explain for a moment that we weren't meant to be doing this tonight. Oh no. We were meant to be playing the demo of a little game called Hell Is Us, which seems to be like a sci-fi-y, Souls-like-y thing.
I love you. I'm here.
Hello. Lord Cupsmate is here. This is good to know. Thank you very much. Thank you, Lord Cupson, for a tier 1 resub of 62 months. My fucking god. But yes, we were going to be playing Hell Is Us's demo tonight. Unfortunately, well, the world just said no. Because I moused over to the demo, I pressed play, and it told me, no, you are not allowed to play this game that you installed into your Steam, through Steam. You don't have the license. And I said, fucking what? This is a fucking demo that I downloaded off of their store page. What do you mean I don't have the license? They said, you don't have the license, I can't do this. I don't know what you're trying to do. So I said, okay then. What if I just go in and launch the executable manually then? And it said, no, I must be launched through... I don't know why this is becoming an Eddie Izzard, Susie Izzard bit. But it's, no, I must be launched through Steam. I will not launch any other way. And you don't have the license. So I said, oh, fucking fine. Okay, fine. I won't do that one. I'll do this other Kazan the First Berserker demo that I got ages back. You don't have the license. What do you fucking mean I don't have the license? And apparently what this means, folks.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, mint at 44 months. Save your money, love. Now, what this means, at the end of all things, is apparently at some point, if a Steam game removed its demo after the fact, it doesn't seem like I have access to that demo anymore, even if I installed it while the demo existed. It just won't boot through Steam after that because I guess it's running some kind of authentication check against something that's no longer a factor of the service. I don't know. It didn't used to be like this. If you had the demo downloaded and the shit downloaded, you could still use it. I don't know what's changed, but something has changed, it appears. Because I was banned from both of the demos that I was going to try tonight. And since that is the case, I figured let's just embrace the fact that Abyssus decided to drop an update literally today, seemingly exclusively for the purpose of saving my arse. There's about 20 people playing this game at all. And, yeah, that's about it. Also, side point, to the side point. I promise we'll start in a moment. I have no idea how technologically this stream is going to pan out. But so let me be real with you here. Things are... Ow. Actually, you know what? That's perfect, Trisk. Thank you. You've illustrated my point perfectly. Things are not great in the UK right now. Since in a couple of weeks to a month, despite large amounts of groundlings saying, hey, don't fucking do this, we didn't like the last things you did about the internet, stop doing this, our government have decided that we are all pedophiles and we are all criminals, and the only way to check and prove that we're not is to have a constant amount of connection level monitoring. So basically, if it's going through a UK internet connection, we snoop on every message, every image. Just to make sure that you're not doing anything naughty involving children, because it's all to save children, of course. So I've said, fuck that, and completely, as much as I can, proofed my computer. This won't save me from eventually, when this doesn't do anything and they start trying to do device level monitoring, I've got a man working on that, but that's a little ways down the line. This needs to fail first, and then they'll step it up. So I've got some time in the tank on that one. But, yeah, that's basically the shape of things. So I don't know how this is going to go. This is my first time actually live streaming through a tunneled connection and all that business. I think we're running decently all right in terms of like connection speed and whatnot. Twitch keeps trying to reconnect to chat. I don't know if that's a Twitch bugger up or my browser buggering up, because for one thing, my browser now now that I have changed these, my browser can't Google. I've lost the ability to Google things. Every single other website it will connect to without issue, including other Google services, it just won't Google anything now. I don't know specifically what I did that broke that, but yeah, it just won't Google anything now. So I'm interested to see how live streaming goes. I'd like to still be able to do my fucking job without having to share every detail of every one of my friends and partners and stuff with the UK government, who are of course exempt from any of this level of snooping, because people in government never do anything wrong involving children. Anywho's, enough with the getting too real Moxie shit. Let's get a going. We need to complete the skewering weapon in order to unlock this here harpoon gun. Sadly, it probably won't look this badass when it actually comes through. Right. So, let's check the old logbook. They'll have added stuff to this. Yes, I have 100%ed the game, then they added more. 100%ed it again, and then they added more. So, we need to... Okay. Masochist. Complete an expedition with at least 1 point in every level of the deep water tank. Sorry, 1 point in every difficulty of the deep water tank. My apologies. Interesting concept. Not that hard to achieve. Read by Ed. Ladies and gentlemen, Ed has finally did it. He broke Ed Google. Okay, slaying the white whale. Complete an expedition with the harpoon gun. Yes, I understand this. I need to get the harpoon gun. Fishing season. Gain a rate of fire with... There's combo points now. Okay. Brine-powered harpoons. This is all lovely. How do I get... Ah, here we go. Find the skewering weapon by defeating the boss of the abandoned temple, a second Tim. Okay, then. For those of you unfamiliar with Abyssus, this is a... brine punk, I think is their description. Loosely aquatically themed movement shooter roguelike. That's about it, really. As a fellow Englishman here, I'm heavily considering just giving up all internet and technology forever. Yeah, that has been a rather unhelpful response to a lot of this stuff when people like myself complain about it. Is not saying you're doing that, but you do get an inevitable part of the internet that comes back to you in like YouTube comment sections and stuff with rather dumb suggestions like, well, that's what you get for using social media. They post on social media. Or, my favorite one, just reject all technology. And yes, you're really gonna rock that Amish lifestyle, aren't you, pal? I'm sure the second it actually hits an amenity you're interested in, that will fall apart very quickly.
Let's put it to good use.
Much as I would love to say, let's all reject technology, go back to monkey. Monkey! It's not as doable as most people would like. Okay. Bottomless Chasm... Let's just say it's on an infinite run. Realistically, actually, no. Let's not do that. Actually, we only need to kill the second boss. I'm under no illusions whatsoever. Not saying you are, Lordran. It's a good time that we have amassed people who actually have brains. But there's an alarming amount out there who don't. Let's put the music back on. You're getting a little too real there, Ed. Disco music, haha. Me, I'm just afraid it will go even worse. Oh, it will. Because this will in no way bring about the level of societal control that they want. Because it's not about kiddywinks, let's face it. We're all adults here. This will not bring about the level of control they want. So they'll want to go to device level next. Which is why we ask a guy, hey, how do I go about lobotomizing everything so that it can never update again? I mean, let's be fair. It's not like anybody actually wants to update any products from Microslop anymore. But that also doesn't stop them doing it to you. There's already talks about fucking phone tracking and shit. Yep. We've also got all the fun of they now have, I think this got added recently, complete carte blanche to look into your bank accounts for any reason and not need to provide a reason. Just in case you're a benefits fraud in some way. And all the while, under a very nice and convenient Trojan horse blanket, completely dooming any chance of progressive values forevermore, or at least for the next, you know, probably decade or so. Because they'll just get pointed at as, this is what happens, this is what happens. No, this is what happens when you let people who are not concerned with left and right, only up and down. Let's say fire on fire? Fire on fire, yeah. I know you like that fire on fire action. Okay, we must destroy additional pylons. That's okay. Nothing to be worried about there. Thankfully, because we are playing in solo, we do not have to deal with the dread that is cheese squares. As me and Lucian know them. Effectively, I think it's like 3 or 4 platforms spawn somewhere in the room, and you have to go around and stand on them to charge them up. But of course, standing still in a movement shooter is a quick recipe for death. I don't know who thought this was a good suggestion. It was not.
Just a bunch of small fry.
I'll put blood on my turrets. We don't need to get that far, but I definitely don't want blood on my secondary. Or lightning on my secondary. I like fire and lightning. It's very, very frightening me. I'll put blood on my turrets out of context is great, isn't it? Oh yeah, no, absolutely. For the uninitiated, there's some Hades-esque buffs and boons, as you've probably noticed going along. I really should be better at explaining this game, but I just am not. I'm not in the state to do so at the moment. We are here for Monday Night Suffering. We come together upon this day for the Monday Night Suffering of Ed and the world, so that we may forget our troubles as we walk forward into the infinite future and upgrade our... Oh, hello. Yes, please. I always have to fish for that one. Getting that on just a baseline is very nice. They have done something I'll be interested if we bumble into in this new update. In that they have added... what is it? They have added elements to the bosses. This is just one of the mini boss elite things, but the actual bosses, they've apparently added elements to them. So a randomized element will be applied to bosses after you've fought them for the first time. That sounds pretty cool. I'll be interested to see it. As you can see, now we've got automatic secondary fire triggering on the primary. It's very nice indeed. Status effectiveness? Yeah, sure. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Pardon me? Chain lightning does more to people with more health? Sure. Upgrade our... Ooh! He does with the I am thou voice. Yes. I can't really escape the I am thou / archetype voice. It's Princess Bride is just quality, you know. I want to say is that Peter Cook or Dudley Moore does that one? Because Pete and Dud were always the combination, but I don't remember which one is the one of Princess Bride. Ow! Fucking kamikaze shark. This little section, or rather this first zone, does kind of sadden me a little bit about Abyssus. It had some really nice vibes going on, aesthetically, with like these kind of monsters and shit. Not monsters, more so golem-esque monsters, you know what I mean? And we go so much more generic as we go in. We just go fishmen and crystal dudes. Damage against people with modifiers? Most people do have modifiers, so sure. Oh, yeah, that was a thing I meant to throw out as a possible side effect. I don't know if this is due to what I've done, rigging my PC up so that it's splitting part of its connection off into private tunnels and part of its connection off into the original baseline. Because fun fact, Twitch, Ethan suffers from this problem as well. Twitch won't accept my broadcasting connection if it detects that I'm using any form of layering or VPNage or whatnot, because it thinks I'm trying to evade a ban that I don't have. So I can't just fully VPN my PC. I won't be allowed to do my feckin' job. Wonderful. And that ain't even the UK's fault. That's just Twitch's fault. But I'm hoping that this splittage works out. I don't know if that splittage is the reason, though, that the Discord ping doesn't seem to have gone off. That might just be Twitch having a sneeze. The same way as it's currently sneezing every now and then about the chat log. I don't know. I don't get to know. Because nothing gives error messages anymore. I think I might delete this YouTube VOD when I'm done. This one's getting a little bit too morose. Sorry about that. Even the disco music stopped. Oh! He's not elemental. Oh. Well then. Okay. What am I looking at? Smells like Immortal Redneck and Ziggurat. Ziggurat, Immortal Redneck under the Sea. And a roguelike. I think, no, actually, no. No, Immortal Redneck is a roguelike, isn't it? I always get it mixed up. We are a quote-unquote brine hunter who's sent down in a big old diving bell because brine in this universe is the all-purpose plot sealant a la Adam. But it's not Bioshock. And I don't mean that in an it's not Bioshock honest kind of way. I mean it's really not Bioshock. I kind of wish it had more Bioshock DNA. But for what we've got, it's good. And it has shiny lights and big numbers. Actually, no, I say numbers. I can't see any numbers. Hold on a minute. Did they take my numbers away? Wait a fucking minute. Wait a fucking minute. Did they take my numbers away? Yes, they did. Bastards. Let's try that. Can I see my damage now? There we go. I wouldn't have even noticed that if you hadn't made me talk about it. How dare you? How dare you, Galgamos? How dare you make me talk about shiny numbers? Although, wait, this is doing cumulative numbers. Now I've got the numbers, they're still doing it wrong. Separate numbers. That might be better. Nope, that's really not... That's not better at all. I guess it was cumulative then? Huh. I swear there was one where the numbers would cascade off of the enemy. Weird. I'll need to talk to Lou about that. I seem to have lost an entire options setting. I forgot my bloody turrets. There we go. Bloody turrets, go! Go away. Ow! Mordrin! Don't punch me! Meanie. I'm trying to fight a boss. Don't really want that. What the... Oh, hold on. What the piss was that? This... Hold on, this is new. What are you? Oh, okay. Okay. I'll put... Hold on. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. I'm an idiot. Boss of the abandoned temple a second time. I'm a moron. I read second as boss of the second area. Well, let's keep on going. We have harpoon, we need spear, which apparently comes from the second boss. So I was right in a sense. Troll says weird nickname, but okay. What? Wait, have you... What? Hold the phone. Have you never come across just abbreviating someone's name? You are literally talking to a man called Edward, abbreviated to Ed. The first two letters. You never known a Rich? A Mickey? A Mick? Fascinating life you lead. That ain't even a sarcastic dig. I know it sounds it. It is not. Genuinely, how you've managed to get as far as you have in life, respect to you. It's like when, oh god. It was one of the Cadicarus, ad reads, I think I want to say. It was something like, if you haven't heard of, and I don't remember what the product was, but it was one of the ones, TikTok, fucking, or Raid Shadow Legends, Nord, something like that. What a VPN is, maybe, something like that. And it was basically like, if you haven't heard of this, then I'd like to come and live inside you, warm and safe, not knowing what they are either. The Rabbids! That was it! It was the Raving Rabbids, I want to say. If you know nothing about the Raving Rabbids, then I want to climb inside your head and live there warm and safe, not knowing anything about them either. Hold on. Hold on. Shush. Who said you could have lyrics? You're set to instrumentals only. Shush. I am sorry. Did pausing the game just completely kill my airborne momentum and I plummeted like a rock? You will notice that the pigs do not so much flay as plummet. I'm gonna get myself on solid ground first before I pause the game. There we go. Let's crank that disco a little. There we go. Second fire has a chance. Yeah, sure. Loaded bounces. Now our chain lightnings do more by bouncing off of the same target. Destroy some healing flowers. Not a big deal. Donk. I'm not so much... I wish there was a better option for a quote-unquote melee build. There isn't much. You can use your little spanner melee here to try and, like, clean up hit with executions. It's not great. Oh, shit. Shitting at that. Just add a crowbar. I mean, right? This game has a giant anchor. But it's a secondary. It's like my turrets. It's got ammo. How the fuck does an anchor have ammo? Yes. This guy used to be fine because you could basically get his AI to spam melee over and over. Nowadays, he's programmed, unfortunately, to be a little smarter. And he slows you down with all of his attacks that then means that he chains you into his other attacks, and it's kind of a dick move, bro. Really do not like that guy. Oh, thanks. More damage to bosses and... You know what? Sure. I'll humor you. A little bit more fire. Ooh, 5% more damage for every second it's on the target. As long as they stay on fire, they will take more fire. Yes, please. Pretzel, I'm distinctly hearing lyrics again, Pretzel. You are explicitly told to instrumentals.
Think you can take me?
Don't fuck with me today, Pretzel. I'm not in the mood. You didn't put out the candles. You didn't turn on the smooth jazz. I'm just not in the... I have a headache, Pretzel. Do not fuck with me. No. Ah, cheeky burger. I thought I'd escape that, but you actually have more range than I thought. Are people sneaking vocals into songs that are supposed to be instrumental only? Yeah, what I think's happening is I think there's just a fuck up with the metadata. Someone's not remembering to tag their song with vocals as having vocals, and thus it's getting assumed that it thus must not have any vocals and thrown into the instrumentals only pile. We do love Pretzel Rock. They give me a decent amount of music for a good rate, but no one is perfect, you know? Nope. Nope, nope. Case in point, no one is perfect. Sometimes we just plummet into the rocks like a fool. I'm gonna have another cheeky little bite of pork. Pork. It's literally just ground pork that I shaped into a circle because I was too lazy to do anything else. Get off of me. Hopefully your day isn't going tediously boring like mine. It got pretty tedious when I was having to figure out split connection tunneling. But generally it has been somewhat eventful, Alexandros. I'm sorry to hear that yours is boring. So Ed, I've never seen this game before. What is this? This is Abyssus. This is what it self-describes as brine punk movement shooter roguelike. 50% chance to explode on hit. That would be nice. I don't have enough money. Hang on. Can I drop stuff? I'll throw away these, yeah. Why not? Is that even enough money? It's not enough money. Just wasted my charms. Well, no. Fuck you then. Screw you, shop. Why does this look like Crash Bandicoot and Overwatch had a child? Boo. Okay. All right. I think we're getting some elemental shit today with this boss. Oh. Okay, this guy's normally a water boss, but now he's a fire boss. That's cool. Oh, he has different mechanics now. Okay. In terms of Crash Bandicoot and Overwatch having a child, this is the Crash Bandicoot coded zone, as it were. This is very sort of like Aztec-y froggy and all that kind of stuff. Ooh, ah, oh, hoochie mama, what a mouthful. He's also countering your build. Thankfully, as far as I know, fire damage and the elemental damages aren't like separate damage types. So him being fire doesn't make my fire less effective. Ow. Honestly, his frogs are slightly more effective than his fire. I'm really... Okay, I will say, I wasn't sure how they were going to implement the elemental bosses. I was not expecting fully new movesets and completely overhauled visuals. That's cool. So normally this guy's thing is just throwing waves at you while little microwaves do TikTok patterns around here. Respect to the effort put in. You don't see it very often. Uh, 10 damage? Yes, I broke all my charms. I could do with them again. What? Oh, wait! Hold on. Ah! This will be how we get the thingamabob, won't it? Behold, the disco spear! The music kicking in at that point was, not what I meant, but sure. Alright. Let's grab you, the time chest. Aspect of fire. More damage when they take fire, sure. Upgrade. More damage when they take fire, sure. Into the third zone. So we had the interesting, cool golem enemies in the first zone. We've had the fishmen and stock Crash Bandicoot enemies of the second zone, and now it's just stock crystal dudes in a spiritual mausoleum. I was hoping for more, I'm going to be honest, but they are talking about adding more zones that they can sort of put into rotation. This is one of those games that's not doing the early access pipeline so much. They're doing, we released a functional product, and then we're just adding functions onto the functional product. So this is, I think, now 1.3 or something along those lines. And as far as I know, they plan to just keep adding shit until they stop. Until they're bored. So similar to RoboQuest with the alternative zones? I presume so, yeah. I don't know that much about RoboQuest. I did enjoy what I played of RoboQuest, but I sort of fell out of the loop with that one. So they're working on an expansion pack premise, not early access and such. Free LC. Free LC premise, I'd put it as, rather than expansion packs. Because we're not grabbing a whole new sub-product to add these. They're just getting added when they feel like it. I mean, heaven forfend. A game with updates. In this modern age. On the EA thing, someone asked me when Divinity was going to come out. Oh no, Lordran, I pity you. Oh, that's going to be a painful question to answer. Told them 2030 if we're lucky. Yeah. Yeah. It's a horrible thing that I'm gonna have to watch from afar as the internet devours Rivallon as if it's new stuff for years before I actually go and play the quote-unquote finished product. And let's be honest, it's me. We know how that's gonna end when I play the 1.0 release. We know. And it's gonna hurt. It hurt with Baldur's Gate 3. I'm gonna be honest, it really hurt with Baldur's Gate 3. It really hurt. I was so looking forward to it, and that day, I swear, some of the last of my hope for the gaming industry having a functional product fucking died. The best description I've ever heard was, from my friend Freddie. You talk about Baldur's Gate 3 the way I talk about Cyberpunk 2077. Like, yikes. Yep, no, you're right there, buddy. Yep, I've heard that hollowness in your voice. But yeah, like my own closest description was security breach. Like the thing that you're hoping is going to be some kind of savior, and it sounds really interesting. They've got this cool premise, and it's an adaptation or a further step of adaptation to a thing you already like, and then it's a boggy mess. They'll get there. They'll get there. Can't really play BG, what with the parasites and all. Completely understandable. And you know what? For all of their accessibility options and various dick sizes and all that, they didn't seem to remember that maybe, for one thing, maybe people would like to experience the story and play with friends. Wild concept, I know. Maybe said people playing the game would like to have agency as the protagonists of the game they're playing. And then the third one, maybe an accessibility option about the parasites. I don't know, just bunnies crawl in your eye or something. I don't know. Look, I'm not the people making the flipping game. They could have found a way around it. This guy counters my build. Because his whole thing is you have to blow his hands off first, and for some reason my damage is not very positional. Ooh! Yes, please. You gain twice as many more fragments that you can spend on rerolls. Yes, fucking please. But Ed, how would the Emperor push his cool drugs on you? Ah, yes. We've, actually, on the subject of that, with, you know how I've been playing through that, escorting my good mate James the Scuffed? Him of As Ruined by James fame? He has now reached the tipping point of Act 3, and he's met the Emperor. Oh, buddy. I didn't think it was possible to find someone who was more angry about that moment than Lucian when we got there. I was wrong. Like, for all of his complete lack of engagement in the plot. Because let's face it, the man has been carting Gale's stanky corpse the entire way around the game, getting almost everybody into a fight with him upon seeing him, and hasn't clocked why until, like, the end of Act 2. So this is a man with basically no engagement in the plot. And he somehow got angrier than Lucian did. Because I guess all that was left to him was his agency, and Emperor starts going for that. It's honestly kind of impressive. Are we ever going to see Divinity Dragon Commander? Probably. I do want to at least try it someday, because, I mean, it's a dragon with a jetpack, for fuck's sake. Explosions trigger twice? Fine. Actually, can I grab lightning while I'm here? Thank you. Chain lightning has a chance to explode on the target, absolutely. So, is this weapon created by mixing everything from Unreal Tournament? Not necessarily. This one just happens to be my favorite. Disc launcher, and when I press alternate fire, they explode with a little puff of energy. Not all the weapons are like this. Oh, wait, are you elemental as well? Oh, what are you? Is he gold elemental? Dawn Saint. What? Hold on, that's new. What the fuck a duck? Oh, this is not your normal attack pattern. What the shit is this? Ow. What the fuck is Dawn Saint? What element are you? Holy element? That, honestly, yeah, I'd say holy element, but I haven't seen a holy element. Like, as far as I know, there isn't a holy element. Ow. As far as I know, there isn't a holy element in the repertoire. What? Ah, cheeky prick. Nope. You brought friends, I see. Nope. And walls. Many, many walls. Ow. I'd be fine with dodging the walls. But the fact that the walls also themselves move? Yikes. No. Whoops. Hold on. There we go. What? Why can't I break those? Huh. Did I need to be on a level with you to break? That's... Okay, that's an interesting way for bullets to work. I can't fucking see! Everything is fire! Okay. We are on quite low difficulty and I'm using one of the most overpowered gun combos, so don't be surprised that I'm kind of gliding through. Sure. Get the time chest, more blood. Executions, never bad. Yeah, let's enter the Royal Abyss. I kind of want this run to end because I want to test out the new guns, but I'm... Is Holy a new element? Relics, expeditions, stats? No, wait, no. Is that... Maybe there'll be a way to break it down. This room normally has loot in it. What the fuck? What? Did they steal my loot? You dicks. Is it in here now? No, they've just walked off with my loot. Fucking pricks. Maybe Holy is enemy exclusive? Maybe. Or maybe this was default? No, that's not his default. His default is the same blue crystal shit that everyone else was doing in that zone. Also, my water bottle has consumed my straw. Thank you, Rodimus. The water bottle has eaten my straw. Now oh, thank goodness. These actually spawn in. Right. Small bit of background lore for those of you who are new to me playing Abyssus. See that big wall of water behind him? That didn't used to render in correctly. And so you could not fucking see which bit of water you were supposed to destroy to survive the attack. Why? Yep, I think that's basically what this frog is thinking right now. screaming Y into the void as he explodes. Wait, does that mean they're gonna buff the... You wouldn't buff the last boss, would you? Would you give him another element? Also, small shout out to the game finally adding names to the pre-boss fight screens. As previously, the game would internally, inside the code, tell you things like, go and get this loot from Taraka, with no indication of who Taraka was. Now, when you actually get to his boss fight, it says, Taraka, King of the Abyss. I think it always said it above their health bar, but that's not always as obvious when you're in the midst of this. You know, when you're trying to dodge the falling apocalypse. Is Taraka just Aku Aku? I'd more say he's Aku Aku. The tentacle master of Abyss. Unleashing a... Well, that was well timed. Whoops. Never mind. A very speakable evil. I'll be honest, this guy mostly gives me just vibes of the, what's their fucking name? The last one in Risk of Rain 2. It's not Providence. That's the one from Risk of Rain 1. The something or other? Oh! Ah! How dare you? How dare you rain on me? I'm British. We don't like being rained on. Got his bowls out again. What is it with you and Kronos? Always getting your bowls out. God damn, the piss beam found me. Fear the old piss. Put your balls away. Okay, no, the music did kick it. I was gonna say, what the fuck is this Sakura Blossom shit going on here? The piss beam! So as one can usually infer from the fact that the game is a roguelike, a lot of it is just a sort of race to get your build as ridiculous as possible before the last boss. That wasn't very ridiculous, I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of cocked that up midway. And there he goes. Ah. Good time for a drink. And because we haven't done those, like, super secret extra boss difficulties ending shit, we just go up here, take a little sit down. I wonder if it's actually going to have my cosmetics now. Are you going to remember my cosmetics game? Doesn't look like it. This looks like the base game cosmetics. Yep, that's the base game cosmetics. Okay. And yes, as you defeat the final boss, and thus you become him again, reborn in you. It's a never-ending cycle to let the roguelike keep on going. Right, this is unnerving me. I'm gonna fish the straw back out of the water bottle that consumed it, because otherwise when I go for a sip, I've just got it staring back at me. You got the skewering weapon, nice. You got the herald slaying ability, which is the smiting spear, very nice. This is what we're going to be trying out now in this next run. Okay. Get the build as ridiculous as you can to avoid the piss beams. Pretty much. This is what my character should look like. Admiral Daddy. Now. Let's have a look at the... Oh, yes. Also, allow me to introduce... I won't be using it, but the stupidest gun, in the best possible way, the fish cannon. Fear the fish cannon. Also, the fish can have a chainsaw. There we go. Good old harpoon gun. Okay. So piercing harpoons. Yep. And barbed harpoons is our secondary. Consumes combo points to deal damage in a short duration. Okay. So this is apparently a combo weapon. Oh, okay. It's a builder-spender. Builder-spender with DOTs inbuilt. Okay. Alright. I think I'm seeing where you're going with this. Okay. Now, what are these challenges I need to do to unlock stuff for it? Complete an expedition with it. Okay, that gets pinning harpoons. We can do that while on our way to getting rate of fire of 200. I don't know how I'd go about that, but we'll figure that out, I suppose. Gain a weak point hit on 3 enemies by piercing them with a single harpoon. That's going to suck. Ooh, okay. Ed, I need to go eat, but I am sad because Luna and the kids aren't home, so I am eating alone. I feel you there, Sega, and I'm sorry to hear that. But it will be sweeter to eat with them again. Hold the faith. Don't hold the phone. Hold the faith. Also, I forgot my spear. Right. Let's corrupt the descents. Gold train. I don't need these at the moment. We're just trying to get... Actually, is there one of these for more enemies? This one, by the way, this one is horrible. This modifier? Good God, I'm so glad more roguelikes don't do this one. Enemy damage increases by 0.1% or at maximum 0.3% every second of the encounter. That is fucking horrible. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be one for guys spawn in more, so I guess we'll just head on down. Young ones are with my dad since I'm working all this week, while Luna has gone off somewhere for work. She has to go do religious things. Ah. So you gotta kill quick with that one. That works fine on the little room encounters. When the bosses get involved, it gets nasty very quick. Because the counter does not stop for things like phase transitions. So that last boss with a really quite long-winded phase transition, and that's only on his first phase. He also has a second phase in the higher difficulties with an even longer phase transition. Is rough. Oh, okay. So the one that I said is going to be horrible and suck the most, I just instantly got. All right. Whoops. I've cheated myself out of some content there. Freebie. Your ability has a 50% chance to not trigger its cooldown. Good God, yes. Okay, let's get some spearing going. What did the spears do? Hold on, wait. How do I investigate? Shooting the spear creates an explosive pulse. Oh, we have to shoot the spear. Oh shit. Okay. Wait, so if I spear into an enemy, does shooting the enemy count? Or do I have to literally shoot the... Oh, it pulses! Okay. Alright, we can work with this. With a hail of harpoons! With every last drop of my being! I will miss. Shit. Ooh, gold. Okay. We want fire rate, right? Yeah, okay. Let's put the gold on our... Freezy harpoons doesn't sound bad, actually. No, let's put gold on our primary. We'll find something to put on our secondary, and freezy harpoons.
I love you.
Ed, you need to channel your inner Tim Curry. Because I always feel that Tim Curry would have been an amazing Captain Ahab.
This is my only number. I'm trying to keep it. Donate your compass to the treasure hunt and get a full share with a hail of harpoons with every last drop of my being. Curse you, Bale! I'm aware that it's meant to be curse you, whale. But let's face it, Egon is the modern Ahab anyway. I've completely missed with all of my spears there. This thing rewards accuracy. Which is not good for me. Did you poison me, you dick? Have a spear. I don't know if I'm actually meant to spear the enemy with the spear, or I'm meant to shoot the spear into the floor and then shoot the spear. Because surely you're just creating an even smaller target, if that's the case. Like, if it's stuck to the enemy, at least you're probably going to be shooting at the enemy.
Hey, what do you look inside to try and find a hit? You look in accuracy.
That's beautiful, Zega. That's I can't even be mad. That's beautiful. I'm kind of annoyed that Twitch chat decided not to load at the precise moment you sent that, so I didn't see it pop up on every different source, but at least it came through on the main browser alerts. Also, why do I run my health so low? That is because, I know no one's asking that, but just in case anyone's wondering why the fuck I do that, that is because that particular shrine gives you max health at the cost of current health. And upping max health in the long run is a good idea. The lyrics are back. Oi! Shh! Actually, just throw on the classic rock channel. Nope. Nope, this is country rock. Nope, nope, nope. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Blues has never failed us. Somehow even more country. This okay, if I were better at maining the TF2 sniper, this would probably be a very good weapon, but a sniper I am not. Also, good God, I'm nearly dead. Right, what are you up? Gain buffs based on your charms. What the hell? Okay, this is not the kind of buff you normally see to a weapon. That is really weird. Huh. Okay. Huh. I mean, weak spot hits, throwing out another harpoon. You can't go wrong with more harpoon. We can create a hail of harpoons. As was decreed. Can we get gold? Yes! Ah ha 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 ha! Gold on the primary fire. We'll fire gold harpoons. The nice thing about this lad is it's rather hard to miss him. Ow. Who? That was you, wasn't it? Fuck off. I'm beginning to realize Freezy Harpoon was not a great pull. You need more something that's like... I thought the Freezy Harpoon would do the Freezy on the application of the Harpoon, but instead it's more doing like... on the blast if you happen to hit the Harpoon, which doesn't help very much in the long run. I'm starting to think Windy Harpoon would be a better element to apply for that. The elements, as far as I remember, are... Okay, let me try and do this one. You got lightning, obviously. Fire, obviously. We did those. There's shadow. Oh, hello, shadow. You know what? Sure. Gold, as we've seen. There is tentacle. Tentacle is an element. This is the one I was interested in. Picking up gold increases your fire rate. Blood. Obviously, blood is an element. We've seen that. What other ones were there? Shield. Shield is an element in this one. Trying to think if there's any other, like, out there weirdnesses. So the hard light boss wasn't shield element? That's what's confusing me. He was the shield element, but he was the wrong color. Shield in this is teal, not gold. Like, color-wise, it feels like he should have been gold aligned, but he was instead using shield weaponry. I don't know what the fuck he was. And also, like, the name being all, you know, Saint of the Dawn and all that felt a lot more holy element. Sort of Lythandery. Lathander. Lathander, Ed. Not Lythander. Lythander is the villain of Pokemon X and Y, being said with a lisp. Lythander of Team Flare. I swear to the only reason I know that is because I've been watching RT Games play of Pokemon Legends. Know nothing about X and Y other than that. I hate Legends. Yeah, no, I'm starting to think that I do too, to be honest, because the more I've seen of it, it's kind of just a boring, grindy mess and somehow a step backwards from Legends Arceus. Which saddens me greatly. Because how many other games get to tell you the Eiffel Tower is a boss? That's the kind of shit we were missing from E33, I tell you. Fuck Verso and moping about his parents. We wanted Eiffel Tower boss fight. No. Gambling does not pay off, indeed. No, I threw my spears thinking they were my turrets. God damn it, now I've just wasted a bunch into a wall. Also, the storyline is shit. Oh, we want to talk about characters taking your agency away, Emperor style. What kind of strange drugs do you need to be on to have a random NPC turn around to you at practically the end of the game and say, I know you just got all the protagonist rights, and I know I just said, let's have a duel to see who goes and does the cool thing. I'm going to choose to do it anyway. Because I just have now an inferiority complex about not being the protagonist in a game I'm not the protagonist in. Oh boy! Emperor wishes he could. Any hit can be triple tap. Fuck it. I wouldn't say you're the only. You're in the minority, definitely. Well, at least as far as I feel. Obviously, I'm biased, but like you're in the minority, I reckon. But I don't reckon you're alone, Trisk. And there are some really good points to it. There really are. Like, it's nice to... Oh, you look interesting. Wait, are you shield aligned? Oh, gods, what is this? Oh, what the fuck is that? That's a I think this guy's shield aligned. Honestly, with everybody spitting harsh words, I do sometimes feel alone. Well, I can at least say, at least on the version of mine, you can take those with a bit of a grain of salt, because I am basically in performance mode at the moment. I'm also realizing I do not have anywhere near enough damage for this boss. That's another thing I'm realizing. Shit. What the what? Oh. Actually, yeah, you raise a good point there over there. Digimon. What's the state of Digimon at the moment? Because, ow! My man Rakan is a decent fan of it and was trying desperately to explain to me I want to say it's Stranger of Time or something like that. Bah! Time Stranger. Oh, I wasn't far off. Lord love him, he's been trying to explain to me how any of that clicks together. And I got lost quickly. Oh, this is what your game is, isn't it? You don't do some parts of the level are fine. You do one part of the level is fine. Yep, Trueborn Golemancer, I think I might hate you. You are nasty. Oh, God. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Why? Why did I bring the harpoon gun? This is bad poon. Ow. More spears! More spears! The spears do nothing! Keep throwing spears! I got run over. Wow, okay. So he's not fucking about. That's good to know. Brine-powered harpoons. Lovely, lovely. Time Stranger is... It is. The plot is okay. Typical Japanese hero story. The gameplay is really good for a turn-based game. Not E33 levels of good, but for a monster collector, yes, it's great. Hey. Let's not overpraise E33. For E33 was cribbing off the notes of Lost Odyssey. And Lost Odyssey was cribbing off the notes of Mario. Oh, okay. Okay, we got some brain. Okay. A large piercing harpoon that increases damage and knockback per combo point consumed. Oh, so you're like a one big blast, whereas this is tick, tick, tick. Okay. Ricochet to a new target. Harpoons that attach to enemies, dealing damage over time, combo points while attached. Alright, okay. So realistically, we're going to want to get the ricocheting harpoons. They generate more combo points. Then we'll use the brine to spend them, and that's how we'll get the one for spend a bunch of combo points really quickly. I think that's how that works. How do we get the ricocheting ones? It's going to be with the thing that I'm... Gain a fire rate of 200. Huh. Well, I guess we'll figure something out. The game fixed the initiative and attack power issues of previous Digimon story games. There were a lot of balancing issues in prior games when it came to the end game. That's much better this time. Fair enough. I mean, I'm going to be honest, I don't know anything about the Digimon story games. The only ones I'm familiar with, and this is only in the last, like, couple of weeks. It's for some reason, while I was, and I still am pretty ill, but when I got really ill, a couple of weeks back, I somehow just fell in a hole of watching, like, challenge runs weird lore facts and playthroughs of the Digimon World 1 through 3 games. See, this is why I love this community. Even when we disagree, we still show respect and acknowledge that even if we don't agree, we all are different. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'll put a filter on it because obviously I'm trying to be Mr. Funny Internet Man, so everything's got to be sensationalized for the internet. God help us. I wish I could just broadcast in my normal voice like this and my normal persona, which is just a lot more muted. But no, so I'll scream the house down how much I fucking hate Verso. But you know, you're allowed to like them. I'll think you're nuts, but you're allowed to like them. You're allowed to like fucking Ride to Hell Retribution. I like Ride to Hell Retributions, probably for different reasons. I like it because it's a comedy masterpiece. It's Plan 9 from Outer Space, the video game. But if you like it as an actual game, no shade. Not really.
The golems won't know what hit them.
Healthy commitment. After that discussion, yeah, that's kind of adorable, yeah. Healthy commitment to respecting one another. Don't feel compelled to scream the house down, Ed. We've all heard your normal voicing. We get it when you're drained. Sure. It's just... Whoosh. Sorry. That took a lot longer to charge up than I thought it would, which was... I'm not certain I like that. My momentum died in midair again. God damn it. I'm getting fucking Wile E. Coyote'd. Pardon, was that or was that not a song that was 2 seconds long? But yeah, no, I can't be my drained self all the time. And the problem is that if I don't put in some effort, I will be my drained self all the time. I am tired. I am drained. I don't know when or if my energy is ever coming back. So I have to do something. I have to try. No. God damn it, hang on a minute. I'm gonna need to scroll up. Galgamos said something interesting. Yeah, I dislike the characters in E3 for the most part. Not due to quality. I just dislike how nobody ever learned to communicate and they're out for their own goals. The characters are written so well that I dislike them. Doesn't stop me from thriving on the combat system, though. Precisely. Yeah, let's put barrier on the secondary shot. That's gonna be weird. Oh, hold on, though. Oh, I might like you again. Wait a minute. I don't think that's as straightforward as I thought it was. Let's put spirit on primary fire. Just do weird shit. Because this thing doesn't fire one bolt forwards. No. This thing fires a blast. Oh, I might like you again. Okay. When it was one high strength fucking hell. Okay, that's basically a bazooka. I have invented a bazooka. Okay. God damn it. I want to read what Rocket's written. If you ever get to Jedi Survivor, get ready to laugh at Cal more on the fact that he is more like an idiot. Oh, don't worry. I'm not going to be playing Jedi Survivor. Jedi Fallen Order was trying my patience. In fact, I'm just starting to realize that Star Wars is trying my patience. And it's because of Star Wars' psychopathic inability to just move forwards. And thus we're stuck in mid-quel, interquel, prequel town where nothing can ever affect anything. So all of the plots are pre-mandated to, like, fated to constantly invalidate themselves. Well, you saw how the sequels went, Ed. Yes, I did. They couldn't. They could have gone better. Like, just because it could have been better doesn't mean we need to constantly drag our failures around with us like a sack full of horseshoes. It's just sad. Like, Force Awakens was okay. You've opened the floodgates now. I'm sorry. Force Awakens was a retread, absolutely. But that's the whole point of Star Wars, that it's going in cycles. It's done this forevermore. I mean, hell, one of the villain plot lines of one of the better written pieces of Star Wars media was someone just trying to break the fact that the Force moves in cycles. What did I put on the? What did I... Yeah, actually. Night Spears. Night Spears. That'll be good. So, Force Awakens being a retread, that was kind of a given. But for some reason, people got sniffy about it. And then we ended up with the Rian Johnson one, which is Last Jedi. Honestly, Last Jedi, not that bad. Kind of tried to go in some interesting directions. Tried to explore some parts of the universe we don't tend to look at, like, hey, war profiteering is a thing. Like, these sort of more dark side, more grey political concepts that are a thing in our universe are also a thing in the Star Wars universe. Cool to know. But no one liked that one either. And then we went back on ourselves, back to the attempting to redux the vibes of the first one, and we created a complete monstrosity. That is Rise of Skywalker. There's no defending Rise of Skywalker. It bad. It bad. But it not bad because bad. It bad because lost its way. It bad because it confused. An enemy that dies within 2 seconds. Yeah, sure. Faster generation. From what I generally hear, 7, not bad. 8, pretty okay. 9, very bad. Yeah, that's the funny thing, isn't it? Like, Last Jedi was memed on into oblivion for being so dreadful and the worst Star Wars movie and all the stuff. And then we discovered how badly it really could get. Maybe, if you don't know what the fuck you're doing, don't make a film until you do. Wild idea. I'm one of the rare people that will actually defend them throwing away the expanded universe. Not because I think it was a good idea, but because I think they had no other choice. Like, you absolutely were written into a corner there, because if you chose to adapt the expanded universe, everyone would kill you for adapting it wrong. Or if you chose to not do it, as they did, then everyone's going to try and kill you for that as well, but at least you'll be able to try and do something of your own. Or try and crib the best bits. And also, God help you trying to make sense of the expanded universe, even if you wanted to adapt it. How, pray tell, are you going to adapt the bit where the It's the Millennium Falcon. I nearly just called it the Ebon Hawk. God help you if you try to adapt the bit where the Millennium Falcon lands on Earth Han Solo fucking dies and Chewbacca becomes Bigfoot to then be hunted by Indiana Jones. Marks a random combo point spend... Oh! Marks a random combo point. Spending that amount of combo points increases the effect of it as if it consumed the maximum amount plus 1. Huh. But they did adapt the EU Ed, they just made it badly. I'll see you that on some points. I'll be interested to, and I promise, I will do, hand on heart, I'll give the EU another pass, once I'm done with this. And I'll go looking for where the fuck Rey, Finn, and Poe are in there. And see if they massacred my boy Finn in that as well. Setting him all the way up to be a Jedi, and then just torpedoing that in the foot. Also, in the Clone Wars series, there was an episode that Revan and his apprentice was going to show up. Oh! I was really hoping no one would mention Clone Wars. I was really hoping it because I know that what I tend to say about Clone Wars is not popular. Clone Wars is good. No, I agree with you. I actually agree with you. I also think that Dave Filoni is probably one of the most masturbatory creators of filmic media that I have seen in a very long time. Because my fucking god, Dave, not everything has to become about the fucking Clone Wars. I know it was popular. I know it seems to be the big thing you've done, but good God, man, you're making other stuff now. Stop making and completely butchering shit just so it can refer back to the pissing Clone Wars. Oh boy. Kreia is one of the best characters to come out of KOTOR. Yes! Yes! I'm gonna be honest, I'm really kind of not a fan of KOTOR 2 from a gameplay perspective. It was kind of clunky for me, but from a writing perspective, and especially because it contains Kreia, Hang on, someone had the thing. Education. What is EU in Star Wars? How has European Union got there? Ah, see, the European Union was the original name that the Empire masqueraded under. No, it's the expanded universe. Kreia has a lot of good ideas, but I do think she is a bit clunkily executed. I'll give you that. Although, good ideas, albeit them clunkily executed, are rare to come across at this day and age. And even in that day and age. Especially in the Star Wars property. How's Abyssus? Abyssus, interesting. New weapons that have been added, kind of weird. Kind of trying to get to grips with them. New boss types added, very interesting. Some of them really, really rough to fight. I didn't break the first crystal, did I? That's what... Ah, yeah, okay. No. Flawed as she can get. I respect Kreia, and this is a weird poll. I'm aware this is a weird poll. I respect Kreia for recognizing that the Force loops in cycles, and Jedi or Sith stops mattering after a certain point, when the Force constantly trying to balance itself just gets millions upon billions killed every few cycles. I credit her in the same way with genre savvy as I credit, as I said, it's going to be a weird poll, Moira Thorazin from World of Bloody Warcraft, or from the Warcraft mythos more specifically, for being one of the few characters in a fantasy RPG style video game who has figured out if you just leak rumors that your big rival has a lot of treasure, adventurers will grow on the walls like fucking mildew and cripple God for a shiny object. You know what? It may not be the greatest thing since sliced bread, but I've got to give some credence to that. Not many people seem to remember that point. Girl has beef with the elemental Lord of Fire, knows she has no chance, so basically just rumor sows that the elemental Lord of Fire in his home cave has a fuckload of really cool shit and a really shiny giant hammer. Next thing you know, a creature once thought indefeatable, 40 dudes showed up to his house and beat the shit out of him. Fucking wild. Does he really have a fuckload of cool shit? Of course he does. He's the elemental Lord of Fire. But she didn't know that for a categoric fact. Nor did it even need to be true, because once he's dead, I mean, he's dead. Granted, he wasn't permanently dead. There was a whole business of you actually need to kill an elemental on their home plane and yada 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 fantasy knowledge. But as far as the real material plane was concerned, he dead.
Focus.
When characters display a surprising amount of understanding of the world that they're in and how it works, you gotta respect that. Can't we just say Varian's death scene was glorious? Oh, you gotta start with this. No, because there's that thing on at the moment, isn't there? That redux of Legion, which is the one that was the end of Varian, and I loved Varian. In terms of like, not a nice character at all. Did not like hanging out with the dude, but he was cinematic. Cinematic just followed him. He had aura, as the kids say, I think. And he did have a glorious death, yes. Yeah, charm my harpoons, sure. Varrock Sawfang's death didn't need to happen. Ah, that one was after my time. That one was after my time. But I was following that. If it's the one I'm thinking of. You just keep failing. That guy, yeah. If so, then he did not deserve that. I'm trying to figure out these spears, man. I think the spears don't work necessarily with the harpoon gun. I'm starting to think that the spears work better with other guns because other guns are more blasty and able to hit the actual harpoons. Sorry, the spears. Oh god, everything's too speary, this weapon set. Anyway, I'm gonna consciously nav away from Warcraft lore talk because otherwise I'm gonna fall in a rabbit hole again. That's a good note to end it on, reading that Mega Shkolmon saying they kind of retcon Shadowlands. I know that Mum will be happy about that. She's still moves in those circles, as far as I'm to understand, but I long since stopped, and barring a short stint where Ethan dragged me back into it. Because you get to play with friends, why not? But I'm going to consciously nav away from it, otherwise I'm going to be stuck on that topic all damn day. Duh. Lord Cubson, how dare you? How dare you invoke the Null Star? Hold on. I should not be trying to read and drive a Brine Hunter at the same time. Spear. I need to stop putting my faith in the spear. The spear does not do anything. The spear does nothing. Okay. Wait. Ed, if you could choose to be either Arthas Menethil or Thrall, who would you want to be? Oh, God. Oh, fine. I'll close this up. I'll close this up with this question. I'm gonna be honest. If we're assuming that you bring the whole power set, Thrall. Not because he's more powerful or more cool or more interesting, but he does have plot armor. He has the power of being Green Jesus. And if you choose to be Arthas, the most that you're really lugging around is an army of the dead, being dead yourself, being a strange corpse that the Laura can't let go of, and having a toxic ex-ship with Laura Bailey. Which is just kind of tempting Travis's wrath, really, and I don't want to incur Travis's wrath. He's huge. God damn it, I missed. Fired, and then I missed. Missed again. I fired, and then I missed. Had a dream that I was firing at something, and I missed. Long story short, missed. I think I'm gonna need to sit down with a spreadsheet and do some research onto how I'm supposed to increase the fire rate on this gun as far as the game wants me to. This is... Okay, this... I want to like you, Harpoon Gun, but you're just not selling me on this. I had a popsicle and I passed out in the snow. Mr. Boom, explosions trigger twice. Wait, how does that work with... Hold on. I need to know. How the hell does that work with the exploding harpoon gun? I find it funny that when asked who in Critical Role would survive the zombie apocalypse, they all said Travis, and Laura would survive because of Travis. Yeah. I have no questions about this. This just makes perfect sense. What is ticking? Wait, what? Oh, the spirits! Yes, of course. I'm starting to realize, though, that the harpoon being able to generate more harpoons is kind of shooting me in the foot. Metaphorically speaking. Because it will sometimes put the harpoon hits beyond the charged up one against my will. You say you call it a bazooka, but it doesn't explode, and it charges up. I'm more inclined to say it's a brine harpoon railgun. A fair assumption. It's the reason I called it bazooka was more because of the like fucking cylinder of attack, I guess, is the best way I can describe it. Because a railgun is what I thought it was initially, where it would just fire its, well, rail in a line. But instead, it ends up sort of hitting everything around it as well? Strange. Strange gun. I've basically given up on the spears at this point. I don't like the spears. Abyssus? More like Abyssus! We're all very proud of you. Well done, Turbo. How you doing, Turbo? Haven't seen you in a while. How goes the Labyrinth of the Demon King? Have I missed anything? Nope. Nope. Cause an explosion? Sure. Railzuka. Sure. Sure. I am good. I was about to go nap. I saw you were streaming. This just went to my brain, went piss, and I had to share. Excellent. Good to know. Solid argument. I thought your brain always goes piss, though. Yeah. I mean, we are all but British. Piss is in our nature. To piss is human, so they say. Oh, hello. Okay. We got a new element. Blood guy. What is up? Whoa. Okay. Is this just your normal form, but slightly different? Yeah, okay, this is just a color-shifted version of your normal form. Although his sort of dragging attack now goes in a circle. Oh, God, we're out in the poison. Oh, go. Okay. Oh, is he dead? Oh. Right. Also, I learned something recently. Atlas have said Metaphor didn't do as well as they'd hoped. Yeah. Yeah, that is a weird one. I will give you that. I don't know why it didn't do as well. And yeah, I see you there, Turbo, on the, don't think it ever will be completed because you got distracted. I'm in that position with quite a few games. I forgot Metaphor existed. Ah, I can never forget that Metaphor existed because Metaphor contained the sassy bastard boy that is Count Luis. It also contained the Strolltagonist. It also proved that the Atlas protags really probably should speak. It kind of helps with their characterization, and you keep hiring voice actors for them, and then not having them do much voice acting beyond yelling, Persona! Or Arsene! Over and over. And the animes did certainly prove that as soon as you gave them the chance to open their mouths, those boys have a ball. Please, yes, no, that one I will say. Yeah, that one's it. No fairies again, please. She wasn't that bad, but could have been better. God damn it. Straight into the wall. There's barely any room for me to have got it stuck in the wall, and I still manage it. Okay, at this point, I'm not even hurting the enemy. The spirits are doing everything. Do you guys even need me here? Oh, one lesson we did learn. One lesson we did distinctly learn from Metaphor, though. Please, can it just not be post-apocalyptic Shinjuku for once? That'd be great. Atlas, they've got two modes. It's post-apocalyptic modern-day Japan or Persona. And that's it. As far as we could understand. Even when they went out of their way and did the whole big fantasy world cuckoo fuck about time. Nope. It's just post-apocalyptic again. The main thing, though, that I would say is that deepest takeaway, beyond even Stroll, beyond Luis, beyond everything else, is we're a hell of a lot better off when we let the pro tags be adults. We can explore some actually interesting themes. Have one of the generic battle themes being one that... Ah, fantastic. You have stolen the... as D&D battle music. It is a very good source of battle music. Indeed. What? My friend Ray hates it. Of course your friend Ray hates it. There's got to be one in every group. There's a free one in every pack. This is your... Nope, nope, this is your fault now. This is all your fault now. Elite monster, I have come to bargain with a harpoon. Sorry, I got into the groove for a moment there. Gallica wasn't as bad as she could be. Morgana is still the worst, and that's including Teddy. Ooh, that is a hot pick. Okay. Okay. See, I'd put them the other way around. Morgana and Teddy, that is specifically. Gallica. Gal. Small fairy is clearly, at least to me, forgettable enough to not really be that much of an issue. And hell, Metaphor served us up a child character that I actually grew to like. Well done. You sold me on this this whole protective thing that by actually writing a fucking character and not just putting said character in the body of a small child and going, you have protective instincts now. No, you need to earn them, game. You need to earn them. But yeah, I'd put Teddy and Morgana the other way around. I just really do not like Teddy. Morgana sends you to bed a lot. And, is kind of annoying about on. But at least it's just on. Teddy is annoying about fucking everybody. Arguably, literally. Alright, where's the second battle theme? Hold on. I need to explain. I need to read this out. Turbo's got something. Fun fact: I once tried to use the music from the Soul Reaver games as my waiting music. Got copyright flagged. Yep. I've had that too. It's the only time game music has been flagged for me. Fair enough. I mean, I've had even Team Fortress 2 music flagged for me. Fun fact. I'll say this then leave. YouTube did something really fucking weird to me recently. I have an essentially abandoned YouTube channel where me and my friend Alex made edited highlights of us playing games together. Yeah, that makes sense. Some time ago, YouTube removed the channel for breaching their impersonation policy. Okay then. Fucking fascinating. How? YouTube, how are you this bad? It's a very simple gig. We appealed it and got it overturned after 2 weeks. We still gave no explanation. Yeah, that's a weird one. I won't lie to you. Oh, really? Okay, you would think if they're going to overturn it and say you guys were actually right all along, they could at least tell you who they thought you were. That's just professionalism. Morgana sticks out more because of the incident that is everything around Haru. Ah, okay. If you're including that, I do see a bit more of where you're coming from. I thought it was just Morgana in a As I'm sure many people would like to see them, I thought it was just Morgana in a vacuum. Can your hands break anytime soon, please, son? Ow! Spear! Maybe the spears will do something. Hold on. Wait, are the spears getting hit by the spirits? Oh no. Wait. Oh, okay. I think this... Yeah, no, it just got an achievement for hitting the spear 15 times in a short space. I think the spirits are hitting the spear. They're spirits! Max health, sure. Power from... Yes! Yes! My boy! My boy, Power from Pain! Yeah! Okay, so Power from Pain is increased damage and movement speed by 2% for every 10 health you're missing. Now you understand why I level max HP. You all agree Koromaru is the best? Yes. Koromaru is best boy.
Hello. Do you have any potions or food?
Whoa. What is this design? Okay. Nightseer. Okay, so he has merged with Lady Shah. I take it you took the night element then, sir. Whoa, what are you doing? What the? Oh, up. Okay. You do a slide now. Oh, you're doing a rising thing! I fell straight into it like a fool. And now I can't get out of it. Shit. Fuck your crystal. I hit you with a him. No, I wasn't. Okay, both of you are doing the walls shit. Can we please stop this? Both of you doing blasts? That's fine. Walls? Less so. Charchu, real smooth. Turn it out. I also love that as the music's keeping going, we're getting slowly faster. Because we're taking more damage, we're just getting slightly quicker as the music's getting quicker. Lost you! With 5 damage over time per spirit hit to the target? Yeah, sure, why not? What you got for me? Yeah, additional power to Shadow, why not? Yes, give more power to Shadow. Okay. Let's do another loop and get real silly. But, hang on. We should extend his theme. I may not be able to up the fire rate, but I will certainly get faster. You're adjusting to the poon gun? No, I'm making the poon gun adjust to me. Poon has to sort of like stretch and bend around me. Throw additional spears diagonally left and right. Fuck it. More spears. I still haven't quite figured out the spears, but we'll get there. Damn it. Can't open the chest. Spears! Okay, when all 3 of them stick in the same dude, it is very funny. It just looks like he's wearing a terrible hat. Hey, Ed, you got a license for that pooning? Ah, I don't need a license. I'm not technically in the UK right now. I am technically somewhere in New York City. So your laws do not apply to me, Mr. Bobby. At least not at the moment. You're going to, doubtless eventually you're going to introduce device level monitoring, Mr. Bobby, and then I'll have to figure out another way around that by probably lobotomizing said device. But for the moment...
I love you!
If you stick multiple spears into a dude, does that make him Lancelot?
Let's find out. Lance, a lot. Let's find out. Oh, hello. I see you've learned to fire the spears. Come near to me. Luis's theme just makes everything cooler. I'm sorry. There's so few things that don't benefit from Luis's... Ah! Of course that one gets a laugh. To the extent that we live it out live in-game. They are now Lancelot. I hadn't even seen what it was like to throw them all into the one same dude, and I'm not gonna lie, it is glorious. Also, as you may have noticed, now that our health has plummeted, we are getting a bit faster. While we fire the bazooka! Fuck, most of them hit the wall. I mean, granted, the spirits are doing most of the work, but if the spirits hit the spears, then they seem to work in harmony, which is terrifying. Oh, balls. Hang on, wait. There we go. Okay, lifeline, violent commitment. I'm okay with things as they are. Let's level up the power of our shadows. Did you know that one of Arthur's knights kept turning away from some rest? He would better veer. Bless you, Zaga. Bless you. That one hurts me. That one hurts. Nope, hold on, there's a chest I've missed. That one would hurt me more. Okay, some money. It's fine, it's just a little cheese square. God damn. Getting stuck on the furniture again. I don't even need to kill half these people. The spirits are just doing it for me. That said, I've got to pause that just to point out. I know well that that is Luis Gibbon's theme. I do know that. The problem is that we made such a big deal out of Stroll being terrifying and one-shotting airships and all this business. And that's canon. That's not even fanon anymore. That's just canon. That big dramatic, you know, you are all gonna fucking die music in my head is Stroll's theme, not Luis's. I mean, the other one, of course, being his theme. The one that I actually claimed as his theme during playthrough being the iconic... I can't remember what noble it was that he was talking to. Oh, I've looked at the prices in this area. Surely you wouldn't think of overcharging me, would you? That would be dreadful for your reputation. No, I can't afford that. What do we got? What flavor? Ooh, we meet again! I have learned better the ways of the poon. I'm still gonna fucking die, but we're gonna try at least this time. It feels good. It feels good. Additional damage per every status effect on the enemy? Sure. Bit more barrier, why not? What fucked One Winged Angel to make this song? This is just One Winged Angel, but it's the 7 remake version. So it has to cover a much longer boss fight. Oops. Didn't notice the pressure plate there. I was wondering why I was suddenly in the air. They could have just stuck with the Advent Children version. This is true, but I challenge you on this point. The Advent Children version just doesn't hit the same without... It's good to see you, Cloud. There was something about the remake that didn't surprise me. A boss fight with Sephiroth? Yeah. As soon as I was to understand it was not actually a remake of Final Fantasy VII and was a remake of the first bit of Final Fantasy VII, yeah, a fight with Sephi was inevitable at that point. If it had actually been a remake of Final Fantasy VII, wild idea as that is for a game called Final Fantasy VII Remake, then it would have been a bit less callable from several hundred miles away. Because, I mean, half the point of Final Fantasy VII's initial build-up is Corella devilling our boy Sephi, setting him up to be what he is. He didn't become a video game villain icon for nothing, you know. But the problem with the remake being they already know that he's a video game icon. As does everyone playing it at this point. Yes, we know. Thank you. Thank you, soundtrack. Even the soundtrack knows who he is, clearly. Yeah, the plot ghosts... The plot ghosts was weird. Okay, hold on. This is not the music to discuss the plot ghosts. So... I have not yet... And I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I'm actually going to. I don't think I'm going, if I'm honest with myself, I don't think I'm going to play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I want to say, is the second one. Maybe there's a chance that I play it when they finally fucking finish the game that they started remaking however long ago. The single game that's now 3 games, fucking Hobbit films style. But... If I do go and do that and actually play through it, I'm interested to know if the plot ghosts actually have our point. Because the best explanation I've seen for what the fuck are the plot ghosts about is like it's the materia that Aeris carries around with her. Basically every time she metagames, they're trying to interfere, and the same deal for Sephiroth in the other direction. Like that Gaia has a plan for how things are meant to pan out, and because Aeris has the materia she has, she can see through the veil and all this kind of stuff, and I will actually give up Fan for this, yes. Thieves' Eye is really powerful. So Thief's Eye, real quick to actually talk about the game we're playing for a moment. Thief's Eye doubles the contents of all chests. That includes if the contents of the chest is an upgrade to your blessings. So that's basically just double upgrades as long as you're holding it. Let's see. You know what? Chat did call this upon themselves. I'm sorry. We will stick with the one-winged theme, but we will transition to... You knew it was coming. Trombone Champ. Once it loads, just give it a bit. Sounds like very light farts. Another Stroll-coded song. Megalith Agnus Dei. I think you've suggested that before, and I think I liked it. Pulse from one spear has a... Oh! The pulses can trigger the other pulses. This is about to get horrible. So the spear might be good, but only if you fully upgrade it, is what I'm grasping thus far. Ow! His bloody jumps. They're very speedy. Spear! Speary Wrath! A little bit of health, a little bit of... Nope. Build barrier faster, sure. More max health, thank you. A little bit of defense. Increased movement speed, sure. Let's go even faster. Fire again? Nice. This is gonna hurt. Yep, there it is. Shit, I didn't mean to be behind him. His weak point's at the front. Ow. Spears. Haha! You can't hit me with the attacks I suck at dodging if you die too quickly. Haha! Outplayed, asshole! Ah! Oh. What? Hold on. Wait, what? Hold on. Wait. What did I just get? That did not say kill every boss variant. Surely. Wait, where's the one I was just fucking unlocked? Pathfinder. I'm blind. I'm fucking blind. Where is it? Can I filter this down to like bosses? The final boss be the boss of the sanctuary. Second herald. No. Spelunker, the new monarch, reeling it in. Pathfinder. I swear I saw one that said like Challenger or something. Defeat all the boss variants. It must be kill one of every boss in a variant, surely. Surely. Challenger approaching. Thank you. Okay. Right, so... Ah, there it is. It does say defeat every boss variant. Although... Hold on though. I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. I think that is defeat every boss or other as a variant. The reason I believe this is in the preview for this very patch, there is a Golemancer that is not the one we fought. There is a spirit-bound Golemancer that was like, it's on the promo material for this patch. It'd be weird if he wasn't here. Also, in the past, these logbooks and achievements have not always aligned correctly. There was one for complete an expedition on deep water, the infinite difficulty thing, level 4. That was not what you got the achievement for. You got the achievement for doing it on 5. So it's not always completely correct, shall we say. Also, I'm pretty sure I'd already fought the fire one, hadn't I?
A welcome sight.
Gauge builds faster. Yes, take that. Game has a translation issue. I don't know. What country do the devs come from? I also don't know. Hold on. Double Moose Their name is Double Moose Games. If you fuckers aren't Canadian... Hold on. Please be Canadian. You've got moose. What? Well, I wasn't expecting to read that. I don't know where they're from, because this website has one of the best descriptions of the team that I've ever seen. Double Moose Games is a collective of several three-dimensional organic meat automatons infused by four-dimensional souls, converging in the same space-time to produce audio-visual entertainments for the human and secret alien inhabitants of Earth. Earth is in quotation marks.
Excellent!
I'm not entirely certain how I paused the loading screen there, but let's continue on. Hey, yo, Canthy, how you doing, love? Double Moose Games is a they're a Swedish development company. Located in the office of Skovd. Skovd. I don't Swede. I'm sorry. I know a Swede, but I don't Swede myself. Someone stepped on my Swede shoes. That's I can't even defend that one. That's an awful joke, Ed. Why did you attempt blue suede shoes? How am I doing? I'm failing spectacularly to make Elvis jokes. For some reason. I mean, 20% additional damage. I can't say no. Oh, hello. You're a bit close. These lads are a bit shielded as well, which I'm not very much a fan of. I leapt into the abyss. I found a remarkable lack of ground where I was trying to go to. Oh, do you know what probably makes the spears work a lot better? Playing with friends. Playing alongside friends probably makes the spears a lot better because it's probably not just me shooting them, is it? It's probably going to be anyone shooting them. Do you sell a key at all? No. Go on then. Oh, snipe that. Ow, 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 ow. I'm starting to realize that the barrier build worked accidentally a lot better than I intended it to, given that we're doing a low health, high damage business. Because the shield is acting as health. And keeping me safe from the nasties that lurk in the night seas. I guess this is kind of really a testament to the old roguelike problem. So not problem. It's not a problem. It's a positive, I guess, of a roguelike. Anything is broken if you try hard enough. No. Aha! And because we got the doubled everything, we get doubled the blessing upgrades and doubled the blessings. Ah, okay, friendly possession here has been changed. This used to, okay, this used to give increased damage and dash recharge, yes, but if you upgraded it, it used to basically overflow to the point where you could just dash infinitely. Triggers damage over time effects, yeah, sure. Diamond Ace Place. Good evening, Ed. Nice to be able to catch a stream again. It's been a bit for me. It has indeed. How you been? How you been, me old mucker? How you? Why did I get 2 of those? What? Okay, that was weird. That wasn't a treasure chest, but alright. Abyssus, Just Die Already, and Super Animal Squad, which is 3D Ultimate Chicken Horse. Oh! I vaguely remember Ultimate Chicken Horse. The sort of the anti-platformer. So that challenge you got, Ed. Yeah, Lordran? Lordran Hart, our great scholar. It's apparently 0% on Steam. Okay, then. I mean, I'm not all that surprised. A few people played this when it came out, and then not many seem to have since, despite the fact that the devs actually keep working on it, which is respectable, honestly, in this day and age. But, so I'm not entirely surprised that many people probably aren't playing it on the day of a new patch. And let's be fair, I wouldn't have been either. I would have completely forgotten there was a new patch had I not been stuck on Steam because 2 demos in a row decided to tell me back to back that I don't have the license to play the demo that I downloaded. Like, why'd you let me... weirdos. Hightail releases tomorrow. Well, the early access does. Ah, good catch there. Well corrected. Because almost no game can fucking release anymore. Which demos revoked the license? Okay, I don't know if it was revoked, but it was the demos of Hell Is Us, I want to say. Yeah, no, Hell Is Us and Kazan the First Berserker? I think it was. I downloaded both their demos back when they had demos, and I guess since then the demos have been removed for some reason. They don't want to keep letting people try the game and thus sell more copies after the game's been released for sale. Strange logic, but, you know, game devs, they're weird. So, yeah, I just went to boot them up, and I was told, no, you can't play these, you don't have the license. And I was like, it's a fucking demo, mate. A chance to bounce, yeah, sure. Yes, the demos were more like a bootleg early access. Yep, that seems to be happening a bit. I'm more in favor of that than I am of early access, given that, you know, you don't pay for a demo. Unless it's Metal Gear Solid 5. You don't pay for a demo. So that's an improvement, definitely. But we're getting there. Hightail is an oddball. Riot Games bought the... Ah, this lad! This okay, this is how he's normally meant to be. High Priest... High Priest Igloo. This guy. This is what he's meant to be like. Not the walls and shit. Ow. And then there are games that make the demos their own thing. Ah, yes. Stanley Parable, golden child for that. Stanley Parable, though, went one step further, I'd argue. They made a personalized demo, at the very least for the Game Grumps, and probably for some other folk that I'm not... didn't catch as it went by. Now that is a level of commitment hitherto seen little. Good lord, this man's got a lot of health. Am I actually going to be able to kill you in time? I'm taking a lot of damage here because you've got little friends that you didn't spawn in your other variants. And they have lasers. Ow! Fucking amazing that your base variant is actually more difficult than your variants. Yeah, I'm basically dead. Nope. Sorry, what? Just clip into a rock? What the fuck was that? You have 2 healing charges, Ed? Yes, but I also have terrible damage if I'm not at low health. So I'm going to make the more stupid play of trying to go for the kill before I die, which is almost definitely not going to work because, oh god, that damage over... Alright then. How did dying unlock this? Alright then. Basically, Phoenix. Okay, what we got? Oh, we have all of the secondaries now. So we have brine-charged harpoons, barbed harpoons, which we started with, binding harpoons. Pull enemies toward the harpoon that it hits. Deals more damage and targets more enemies per combo point. Oh, okay. So this is like Just Cause 2 shit. Okay. And then we've still got these ones, which are rough to... Ricocheting harpoons needs fishing season. That's the one that needs attack speed. And this one, I think, is just complete the... Okay. Okay. Alright. Kill the music for a bit. I think I'm gonna go for a good old piss. Right off the edge of this diving bell. And then I will... Yeah, harpoon is funny and all, but this is what we've been doing for the last while. Let's actually try something different, just to show off a little bit more of the game, since folks have been kind enough to show up. Do you want to go with the chainsaw fish and the spears? I feel like that'd be an odd combination. Or do we want the chainsaw fish and the anchor? Because I think windy spears, golden chainsaw, and like shadowfish or something along those lines would be a vibe. Although we'll paint the fish gold.
This is the one.
Okay. Now I'm going to go for a piss. Give us a second. Stop that bluesy guitar. Okay. Right. We know the build that we're going for, and I know the music that we require. Metal Gear Rising boss themes. Because what better tracks in this world to saw your enemy open with a golden fish too? Indeed. Now, let's see what we got. That's the okay. With our spears. Oh no, of course. No, sorry, no. The pun works better if I stick it in the ground. It's spear fishing. Oh god, wait, what? This actually creates the pulses? I did. Oh. Oh, the spearfishing might be a lot more literal than I thought it would be. Let's fucking go. Oh yes, when you reload, you just lob the fish at them. Raiden, stop that fish! Is this Underwater Doom? Underwater Doomer Shooter roguelike. With kind of Hades-ish boons and blessings system. Can I get golden chainsaw? Throw a fish at the shins. Now, we may be slow for now. We will get faster. I'll be honest, I forgot we had the spears. I've remembered we have the spears now. Still love that Ed beat the game with no upgrades because he misunderstood the upgrade prompt. Seth had to get in a call and tell him, no, that is how you do it. Look, I can't constantly keep an eye on chat at all times. Sometimes it's weird. And sometimes y'all try and troll me as well, which I need to keep aware of. Good night, Canthe. Sleep well, love. By spear and fish, strike them down. Why is there a spear in me? What? Hold on a minute. This has gone a bit weird. I love that we've gotten 2 upgrades before we've gotten any other actual blessings. We've just upgraded our mainline blessing way higher than we should. I want Windy Spear. Can we get Windy Spear? Shadow? Yeah, Shadow main shot actually, because then that'll weaken them for the chainsawing. Beware the chainsaw fish! I've got a spear in me. How do I keep doing this? I'm starting to think the spear might not have been entirely tested by weirdos like me. Come on, windy spear, yes! Is this spear gonna go away? No. I think we're carrying this spear to the end of the game. No, we threw it. It's fine. It's fine. Crisis averted. a shame we can't combine the spear, the harpoon, and the fish. Oh, indeed. Dead Rising style weapon combos need to be in more games. Just like, I like this gun. What if I sellotape it to this other gun? In a scheme that makes absolutely no sense, but is deeply fun to use. No, what? Ah! Why? I was trying to dodge. Why did I open the emote menu? I do not need to hit the griddy right now. What are you? Spiritual? Nope. Okay, that's just a fuckload of wind. More vitality. Power from pain, please. No, damn. More max health then. Because power from pain will show up eventually, and when it does, it's only stronger for it. It also means I'm slightly less likely to die on the way. There he is! Told you! That achievement's just wrong then. Okay. I've got a spear stuck in my fish again, haven't I? Wait, is his deal doing his AoE that then comes back in on itself? Oh, it is. Oh, hello. That's strange. Okay. I'm here for it, though. Good shit. Throw the fish at him! If it's the Unforgiving Sea, do we think the song is being sung by the fish? Bouncy bombs as well. Didn't even spot those. Hello. Shit. Gotcha. Might have gotten slightly shot there, but it's fine. Spears! Spear them, my brothers! Now he's going to start doing his... Yep. His normal AoE still comes... His AoE that from his base form still comes out in his extra difficulty setting. Oh, and the... Okay, so he's going backwards and forwards now. got to drill through these lads first. I can't be dealing with you. Okay. My man, give me a moment to move. My spear's stuck in my fish again. No. Golomancer is rough. Unless you've really pumped up your numbers, Golomancer is pretty fucking rough. Yikes. I like him. I like that he's rough, but he is maybe he should have been the second boss rather than the first boss is the only thing. Ay, ay, ay. Return to lobby? Yes, please. Going off the trailer, each new boss before the King of Abyss has 2 new elemental forms. Oh, okay. So, Spirit-bound and true form for... So, I guess shield and spirit for Golomancer. Fire and blood for the water guy. And shadow and gold, I guess, for the last lad. Okay, okay. Would have been nice if one of them had gone, you know, really out on a limb and gone tentacle or wind. But I'm hoping that they're going to add another boss or another zone with another boss rather at some point. But yes, sadly, our fishing was a little cut short, but I think that's been a nice time. It's been nice to hang out with you. It's been a nice little bit of Monday night suffering. Unfortunately, my throat is now suffering. Rakan and I have a running joke about the adrenal system. Born of a TTRPG campaign where I tried to leverage the adrenal system, and sadly, my adrenal system is causing me to feel like I have a lump in my throat. Don't worry, Dark Rays, I was caching your joke to use right at the end. Because, unfortunately, we have learned, finally, the consequences of handling a salmon under suspicious circumstances. It really just does... It actually stays in the world. Hold on. Wait, I'll be gone in a second. Hold on. I could just make a pile of fish. Fantastic. Well, I guess we're not ending on the suspicious trout joke. We're instead ending on an incredibly old joke of, since this is gold, it's some pound fish.